Hi, it's Mike with AskTractorMike.com. Well, you probably know the National Farm Machinery Show was last week in Louisville, Kentucky. And I enjoy going to these farm shows as long as I don't have to work them. Back when I worked at AGCO and when I worked in the dealership world, I hated shows because they're hard on your body to stand up for several days and smile at people. But when you just go and walk through, that's kind of fun. And I go every year and I walk through every aisle, kind of hurriedly, trying to see if there's anything new and different that will change our lives for the tractor owner. And honestly, this year, kind of like last year, there wasn't a whole lot. There were some new models of tractors rolled out by some of the manufacturers. There were actually 3 new tractors that were rolled out at the show, and they were all the same thing. And I'll tell you about that in my next video. But today I'm going to talk about color and the color of tractors, because one big brand and one brand you may not know much about but have heard about are changing color. And that to me was kind of the big thing I saw that I wasn't expecting at the show. Let's talk a little bit about color. You know, back in the day, Henry Ford said you can have any color you want as long as it's black. And that didn't last very long. You know, consumers demanded that cars be different colors. But the tractor guys have gotten by with that brand loyalty thing where they paint stuff one color and that's the color you're going to get and you have no other options. And I've only remember seeing one time in my career in the farm equipment business when there was a choice between different colors. And that was when I was leaving the radio station world, where I started in getting into the farm equipment world, and White Tractor Company had just offered the American series of tractors, and White was a conglomeration. It was 4 companies rolled into one. It was the White Motor Company, it was Cockshutt, which was a Canadian company, it was Oliver and Minneapolis Moline, all rolled together. And they decided to offer different colors for the heritage of the 4 different brands. And so they had a yellow Minneapolis Moline that they offered in the American series, a silver white, a green Oliver, and then Cockshutt's color, which was, if I remember right, is kind of a red. But that's the only time I've ever seen different colors offered. And the problem with it, it creates an inventory nightmare, because trying to get customers the color they want is a lot tougher when you have a lot of different choices. And actually the American series is why the White Tractor Company ceased to exist and had to sell out to AGCO. And I was the rep for White for a while when AGCO took them over, and eventually they discontinued the line. So having different colors is not always a great idea, but changing colors can be controversial. But at the show, there was one tractor company that when I walked in the arena and I saw their new tractor, I'm like, something looks different about this. And it was confirmed by a rep. New Holland is changing their blue. Now they're still going to be blue, but they're changing to a different shade of blue. And here's Mike with New Holland, who explained to me why they're making the change.
So dynamic blue is I kind of compare it to a more of a royal blue, whenever the tractor behind us is more of a sky blue on the Power Star. And then the rims, excuse me, would be silver. So the rims historically have been white on New Holland. So really it ties in nicely with the styling that you see on the hood, where we're using silver, and then that's truly going across the board. So the larger tractors will be also showing the same styling moving forward.
Well, another thing New Holland changed was the color of their rims. And Mike mentioned that. And New Holland has always had white rims on their tractors, and now they've gone to silver. And the reason for that is, of course, New Holland is part of C&H, Case New Holland. And so they're wanting to have one inventory of tires and wheels. And so they've got the same color of rims that Case IH has now. And that'll make inventory control a lot better and make them control their costs a little bit. So we've got a different color tractor, we've got a different color rim. And one thing that's been going on for a long time is New Holland hay equipment has started to change color. And I noticed that the balers, parts of them started to change color. You know, that everything used to be red. The balers started, they had 1 or 2 panels that would be yellow, and then they gradually made a run and change where the whole thing is yellow. And the disc binds are yellow too. And that's kind of a shock. I looked up in the New Holland booth and I'm like, whoa, what's that Vermeer disc bind doing in here? And it wasn't Vermeer, it was New Holland. and they've changed the color of those. It's a little bit of a shock to the system at first, and I asked Mike about that too.
The hay tools historically have been red in North America. However, outside of North America, in other words, all other places around the world, hay tools have been yellow. So for the New Holland brand to really show cohesion and a unified one brand approach, having the same color across the board, whether it's the tractor or the yellow of the balers now, or the mowers, what have you, it really provides a nice family look for our customers. So whether you know it as a customer overseas or here in North America, now it's tying everything together.
Now, another brand of tractor that's changed colors, and you may not know much about them, and I'll give you a little Tractor Nerd 101 here. McCormick has changed colors. And I stopped by their booth and talked to one of their reps there and had a nice visit with him. If you don't know McCormick, McCormick came about when C&H went together, Case and New Holland merged together. I want to say the FTC said you've got to get rid of one plant because you've got too much market share in this area. That's the way I remember it. It could be off a little bit, but this plant was based in Doncaster, England, in the UK, and they made a lot of the, I think it was a Case heritage plant. They'd made a lot of Case tractors, and they made, the way I remember it, the C-Series, like if you had a C50, that came from Doncaster, and my dad had a 595 International, and that came from Doncaster. There was an old plant that made a really high quality product, but when the merger happened, the FTC said you got to get rid of that plant. And so that was sold, and the folks that bought it came up with the McCormick name, which was not patented by International. And so they came back with the McCormick tractors that were basically the same thing you could have gotten from Case before the merger. And they offered that, and a lot of Case dealers took on the McCormick line to have that product that they were used to and they knew was a good quality product. And then eventually Doncaster was closed, and now today McCormick is part of the AGCO family, which is not AGCO, but AGCO. It's a tractor company that's pretty big in Europe, not as big in the US. They own McCormick, and they're marketing their product through dealers, and the product you may have heard of, Landini, is part of that group, and they're big in specialty tractor areas like out in California. So they have changed colors, and they had the old, I don't know what the exact color was called, but they had that color. And the problem with red equipment, if it sits around very long on dealers' lots, it can fade. And once you have a faded older tractor, you've got to discount it in order to move it. And that was a problem. So they tried this color, this more deep pigmented red, and it's a different chemical composition. I'm not sure exactly what, but they offered it in limited quantities to their dealer network, and they found out it weathered a lot better. And so the new McCormicks, outside of their compact line, and they do have a compact line that's made by TYM, their bigger tractors are going to be this color. So the bottom line, at the National Farm Machinery Show, we saw two different companies change their colors. Big news with New Holland changing their color blue, and the two side by side, you notice a big difference. The new blue is to me a lot more richer, a lot more deep, more like what you'd get in a car blue. And McCormick has got the red that's got more of a purpley red, I guess, for lack of a better term. And so they're moving forward with those. So that, to me, that was some of the big news at the show. Now, there were some new tractors unveiled. And just to give you a teaser for next week's video, Case, New Holland, and LS had a new tractor, and all the same tractor. But where it came from was a little bit surprising. And Kubota had their Grand L series that they unveiled to their dealers, I think, last fall. And Deere is changing their model numbers. And we'll talk about all of that in next week's video. But not a lot new at the show that's going to change your life, but that's what I saw. Well, I appreciate you watching my videos. I would be honored if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you can do that by clicking the mic face icon. And make sure you check the bell so you get notified when I post future videos. Here's a link to my website and the Tractor Fun Store. Check that out. It's got cool things for sale for the tractor owner, helps support my channel, and here's another couple videos you might want to watch. Thanks for watching.